Hi, everyone. This is Psychic Tracy Brown coming to you today to do your September horoscopes. Hello, everyone. Um, we are going to pull the horoscopes out of this little cup. That's the way I'm doing it today because I don't feel like fighting with everyone about coming next. So don't ask. Don't ask. Who's next? Who's next? I'm not going to respond. We're going to pick one out of the hat. So, Leo. Oh man, I'm sorry guys, Leo. And I say I'm sorry because sometimes Leos need to go last. Seriously. What is around Leos for the month of September? Also, guys, I'm starting my radio show October 1st. And the radio show, will be for, so I can have you guys have a copy of your own readings on the show. I get so many people that want a copy of the readings, and it makes me crazy to try and figure that out from a digital place. So now we're going to be putting them on the show. And you will always have a copy. And be mindful that you can always go back to the copy because everyone thinks they remember. They don't. And so you will always have a place to go back and hear your own readings. I'm going to start that October 1st. What is around September, Leos? What is around Leos for the month of September? Please show me, God. What is around Leos for the month of September? What is around Leos, God, for the month of September? Please allow me to see what is around Leos for the month of September. You know what? Should I? I'm going to take this whole bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is around Leos for the whole month of September? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about your Leos. Please show me anything and everything on Leos. Leos are your beloveds. They're your child. Please authorize me to see for all Leos. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 Leos, please be balanced for the month of September. Please be balanced in your mind, and please be balanced in what you have to say to people. Okay? You are building, Leo, your spiritual strength, your knowledge, and your wisdom. And it's being interwoven into you. Okay? So there's no need to come from a human place in protecting yourself. It's almost like you're already protected. Many Leos are opening up their third eye. Again, that's spirituality. Spirituality comes from here. Spirituality comes from here. And when we pray, I think I talked to you about this a couple of weeks ago. When we pray, we bend our head, spirituality comes from here. But your spirituality is growing. It's being woven into you. There are many, many Leos that is going, probably you're going to invest in some metaphysical classes, Reiki, psychic classes, mediumship classes, anything that has this heightened level of spirituality. Interesting enough, these cards are very identical, and the same thing happened in Aries. That is so funny. Um, but there seems to be an ingrain of core beliefs that still might be struggling with, all right? And you might have a need to let go. Some core beliefs and attachments to something spiritual. This is probably religion, I'm thinking. Because your spirituality is growing, which doesn't necessarily coincide with religion, which is many people's conflict. That as we grow, we're beginning to wonder, is the Pope right? Right? We're beginning to wonder, is the pastor right? Right? We're beginning to wonder, is the reverend right? Right? So this represents the structure and the belief that maybe that has been ingrained. That's why she has this tattoo on her leg. Hey, Tenon. And this represents some education in some alternate core beliefs, and it could conflict. Or could you stand side by side learning something new without giving this up? Can you create and embrace something new? Uh, and you bring up a good point, because this represents church. That's hard to give up. Remember that. Even if you don't go to church anymore, which many people don't go to church anymore, but still there's something deep inside that's stitched in. It's woven in. That's the tattoo. That doesn't complement you as you move about the world, right? But doesn't it make you feel uncomfortable not to go to church? Doesn't it make you feel uncomfortable that you might be missing out on something? And yet sometimes you go to church and then you're like, oh, why am I here? I'm not being fed. I'm not learning. I'm not growing. And if I'm not growing, could it mean because your church is not growing? Could that be the possibility? That churches are so far removed from growth that they're not getting to you. And this is where you want to feel church. You want to feel church like a good meal. Like, oh, that was amazing what you said, Pastor, right? But this is also a future card. It's not a past card. It's a future card. Remember, the past card is yin yang. The past card is saying, I'm not asking you to choose. I'm not asking you to make a decision between this and that. And there's two diverse places under the same umbrella. What do you think religion is? Spirituality. What do you think metaphysical world is? Spirituality. Just on two separate ends of the spectrum. Have you ever lived on one state? Let's try Texas. And you're on one side of Texas and you're on the other side of Texas, and both of you are very close to the border of another state, but you're in Texas. Is anybody going to say, well, you live so close to, Mexico, or well, I don't know what the borders are, because I'm really bad at geography. And it's like, girl, I'm a Texan. Like, don't get it twisted. The line stops here. Do you know what I mean? Same thing here. Nobody's asking you to choose. Nobody's asking you to give up what your mama put in you. We're saying, take on something else. Breathe in something else. Learn something else. Just maybe there's a different world out there. Just maybe. Don't give up. Don't give up God, church, religion of your choice, Muslim, Baptist, Torah. No one's asking you to give anything up that is so important to your family history. Learn something new. All right? Learn something new operate under newness. And then later on, because you think this is hard to take away, this is hard to take away. Something that's been etched inside of you for generations after generations after generations. You think anybody coming from the AME church, I'm going to be able to say to that person, don't do that? No. I'm going to say, hold on to that. There might be something extra out there that you might like. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Thank you, Shawnette. Thank you. Don't make yourself crazy. You're not in a conflict. You're not in a mental hold. All right? You're not going crazy. You're not like, well, if I don't do this, then people are going to think I'm crazy. People are going to think you're crazy anyway. Here's what I've noticed. When people say that to me, you're probably crazy. But there's a good crazy. People think I'm crazy. And I'm like, thank you. There is definitely going to be some growth if you embrace more. Remember, not give up. Oh, Felicia, remember you have your free will. Don't worry about listening to me. It's always about spirit, and then you get to have your spirit free will. There's a lot of growth coming. Prosperity begins. Plant the seed for some changes. You plant the seed for some changes, everything you want will come to you, Leo. I almost forgot I was talking to Leo. Interesting. I almost forgot. All right. Oh, Leo. Oh, Leo. Oh, Leo. Oh, Leo. Oh, honey. Honey bun. Oh, oh Leo. I don't know what's love is coming to you, Leo. Now, let's be clear. It could be gay love. It could be heterosexual love. I don't care. But good love, genuine love, is coming to you. I'm so happy for you, Leo. Look at you. It could involve a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man, or it could involve leaving a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man behind. I'm not going to measure what this is. But there is something about justice or vindication that shows up here that then will create this uh, romance. It could be something or someone federal, state, city. It could be a court case. It could be justice, right or wrong. Or it could be the most well-balanced relationship ever. It's the relationship that you deserve, Leo. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness, I didn't realize that, Lace. Good news is coming in. The Page of Wands means amazing news is coming in. I think you're going to like the page. Oh, Leo. This is a September reading, but according to my cards, it will take probably up to 1 month. Watch your money in the month of September. Watch your money. Be as cheap as possible in the month of September. After September, October gets amazingly better, but September is still a very much penny pinching month. So, do you really need those red bottom shoes? Really decide how you're spending your money for the month of September. Two of Wands tells me there's a choice here, and there's a choice that you have strong attachments to. And the Six of Wands is a victory card. Oh my goodness. It's almost like you've been vindicated. It's almost like you've been vindicated, you won. It's interesting. I also feel like you're winning in a very multicultural type of way. I feel like, Leo, you spent a long time being a hawk over so many situations, including your own situations. And now the hawk has landed. and the work is kind of done. It's almost like you can sit back and not work so much, and yet money will flow in. It's kind of like Mariah Carey. You know how Mariah Carey actually doesn't have to do anything because most of her songs generate X amount of dollars per minute because she's put in so much work in the first place. I feel like that's you, Leo. It's almost like you've tried really hard, wanting to be the head of this position, and you finally get there, and then you have a team that does the work, and all you have to do is manage the team, not do the work like you did in the past. Leo, you have nothing to worry about except money. Just don't spend money. You're just going to wind up in a crisis. Things will change in October, but September's kind of mucky for Leo money. I don't like it. Ah, Leo, but money problems are going to be behind you. Wow. You are going to rise above all the rest. You are going to be a star. The sun will the sun will begin and end with you, Leo, and I don't know what that means. So, y'all are gonna have to let me know as individual Leos how this is represented for you. But you've woven a tight road for yourself. You have not veered off very much. You are emotionally solvent and emotionally still. Gold means a lot here. Again, I don't know what that means, but the color gold. Bronze, gold, these are very, very good colors, fall colors for you, Leo. You will get through it, by the way. Something is being ever so tightly woven. This is a well-made dress. This isn't a dress from Walmart. This is a Versace dress. It's tightly woven and designed for you. This is your life. This is what people are going to create for you. This is what you're creating for yourself. It's like it's like you've done something and you've done something and you've done something, and then it's like, shh, let's hone it in. And this is the path. And it's that narrow because it's that perfect. All right? You don't have to be all over the place anymore. Searching, doing. It's like, whew, got it. And then you truck on that same road because this is the road that makes it for Leo. Everything, everything about Leo changes. Everything. You're single. Where's that other card? I thought I saw another card here. Letting go, attachment, mental health. Oh, that's so interesting. I thought I saw another card here. You're single. You will not be single anymore. You are broke. You will not be broke anymore. You're not sure where your career is going. Get ready. Get ready. Stop, Leos. Stop the whining. Stop whining. Get ready. Things are going to change, and when it changes, I want you to be prepared. I don't want you to go, oh my God, what happened? Remember how I always tell you guys, all the other YouTube sidekicks that came after me are more popular than me. They've got like 100,000 followers that came after me. And I always talk to God and I go, why, God, why? And God is like, girl, there's nothing about you that was ready. And I'm like, really? Really? But I know what God meant by that because as I watch the other YouTubers, I see everyone getting more confidently, overly confidently strong, which makes me wonder, are they getting better or are they just becoming more confident? And if they are getting more confident, is it spiritually more confident where the source is clear for them? Or is it confident from from themselves, which is two different things, right? Because that leaves room for mistake, right? And so then I decided to trust God in the process. And I'm like, okay, if I just have 20,000 views, I'm going to just nurture my 20,000 people. Because maybe 100,000 isn't fair if I'm not where I need to be by the time I get to 100,000, right? Does anybody understand that? And so apply that to your own lives where it's like, but I really should be there at my job and she got the promotion or he got the promotion, why didn't I? Because you're not ready. Because maybe there needs to be more work. Maybe there needs to be more maturity. Maybe you need to get out of your way and decide, how do I get to the next level, God? Oh, I need to operate as a better person. I need to maybe go back to school. Maybe need to learn more classes. I need to maybe just do my job, whatever it is, a year or two longer. Do you understand? And so, with all that being said, it's kind of like you're going to be ready when you're ready. Don't rush God. God is taking taking you and molding you and developing you. Be careful that you're resistance. Be careful that you're a complainer, like me. Why, God? Why? Everybody has more than me. God is like, girl, I don't have time for that. In fact, I might decrease you. You annoy me. I might decrease you, Tracy. My point to you is, there's some major changes coming that's going to be amazing. By this time next year, you won't know you, but it'll be a better version. You'll be so much happier, and you're going to be able to look back and go, say to yourself, wow, where I was a year ago, I'm ashamed, because this is beautiful. This is where I want to be, and I got here, and I'm grateful, and I'm honored to the higher source. Whatever your higher source is, mine happened to be God. So forgive me if I call out his name. Forgive me, it's what I do. Whatever your higher source is, you won't operate from the all about me place. It'll be all about everyone else and the greater good of the product. And you will be what you want to receive. You will be that. You will be the example. Whew, whew, Leo, whew, whew. Leo, there's so much money coming to you. What? Leo, do you guys see this money that's about to hit big? Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. This is crazy. Seven of Wands. I'm going to read the Seven of Wands. I actually wanted to read the Page of Wands, and this is what I do on my tarot cards. We got to the Wands the other day. You think I would remember it. We got to the Wands, and the Wands are one of my favorites, Seven of Wands. But in this deck, I get confused because I'm used to looking visually. I get a different visual. This one means stand your ground, but I don't understand why. Holding firm. Holding firm. This is money. Page of Pentacles. Something's coming in from a small scale. Something's coming in from a small scale, but a big deal. Not a lot of money, but a big deal. But it's a position of advantage than all the others. That will lead to the Ace of Pentacles, which is new beginning in your financial wealth. That no one can steal. No one can take this away from you. I think the scroll is in this deck. It's called the Spellcaster's deck because the coin is in a forest, and most times scrolls like to take and, take from the land. No one can take this. No one can scroll the design that was made so good and so correct for Leos. No one can take you away from you. This card means, the Seven of Wands means keeping your ground, standing your ground, having an advantage, being undaunted, courage, strength in adversity, holding a superior position, self-confidence. Did we go over this in the Seven of Swords? I don't remember any of this. A sense of purpose, persevering despite the adversity, taking a bull by the horn. I gotta look at my video and see why don't I remember this. But I think what happens is in this deck, the cards are made a little different, so I kind of forget the ideal behind it. Felicia. Thank you. But yeah, money, money. Oh, this is money. This is money probably for the next 15 years. This is strength, like Leo's. This is more money than a pentacle. What is going on, Leos? Oh my God, you're gonna have so much money, you're not gonna know what to do with it. Wow. By the way, it could be a lottery for some Leos. I'm not really getting it. I think it's work. I think it's work. I think it's consistent work, consistent growth. I just don't see Leo suffering. I think September is a phase that you're coming out of, and you're entering into probably, they said 14, but at least the next 7, up to 14 years of growth. There's love coming to you. Oh my God. Oh, by the way, Leo, there's love coming to you. Um, you know how Leos like to brag about everything? Leos, when the lover comes through, shut it down. Not everybody needs to know who you're doing, who you're loving, who you're seeing. Get to know the person without telling everybody who this person is. The evil eye is real. People don't always want you to be happy, especially Leos, because we are very, very lucky people. And it's like, and again, they get everything. So at least with love, shut it down. But most pain is behind you, and people are going to be generous towards you. There's love and marriage coming towards you. I am like amazed. This is just a beautiful reading for Leos. Some people will have an Aries that's coming to them. Some people will have a Queen of Swords that's coming to them. And whoever these people are, they're coming to support you. Many Leos are going to find support in work. Others are going to have a Queen of Pentacles coming toward them. And the Queen of Pentacles is going to work with you. This is relationship, by the way. And they're going to work with you. They're not coming to compromise you. You're not getting relationships that are coming to use you. You're going to wind up with healthy relationships, long-term relationships in private and in business that are coming to work with you. All right? Not take from you. A lot of secrecy is going to be behind you now. There's nothing but growth. That's the Empress card. And there will be pregnancy for some Leos. You may not get the pregnancy until like the end of September. So this will be walking into October. Any people that's had any conflict getting pregnant. Also, there are some Leos out there that is going to try to get pregnant in secrecy, which means you're not going to tell your partner, but you will be successful even in secrecy. I'm not authorizing it. I'm just telling you, I can see what's between the sheets. Leo, I can see everything. Some of you are going to try and sneak that baby any way you can. And don't tell me it's not a Leo thing. It is. Like you Aquarians are like, Aquarians do not cheat. Aquarians do not cheat. Oh my God. I speak to Aquarians all day long. Don't tell me who doesn't cheat. Leos, some of you are going to sneak a baby on somebody. I'm not authorizing. I'm just saying it will work. Many, many options, Leo. Many, many options. Every option that's being presented to you is not good for you. But you will have many options. Talk to people that love you. Because the bottom line is you don't want any thorns in your side. Also, whatever options come to you, don't jump on it. Because the next option is always better than the option that's coming to you. Does that make sense? Every option is going to be better. So don't jump on the first. Oh, by the way, if there are any options that come to you and involve signing a contract, do not, I repeat, do not sign it without a lawyer. You will get trapped. Period. Lawyer. And by the way, Leo, I don't care if the lawyer costs you money. There's more money being lost by just signing this contract than sitting back and going, oh, thank you for this contract. Oh my God, I'm so honored. Wow, you want me to do this? Oh my God, this is wonderful. So I'm going to take this with me and I'm going to review it and I'll discuss it with, others, and I'll be happy to bring it back to you. Stand in your power. Stand in your strength, Leo. All right, Leo, there's going to be a King of Swords that's coming for love. This King of Swords could be somebody from the past that may have stressed you out, but he's coming as a better man now. Very loving, very kind, very generous. He might be coming to engage you. Also, Leos, there's some hurt in the past from some familiar energy that you will probably get a note from or a text message from that will change your emotions. It feels like familiar energy, but it's familiar energy based upon someone freaking hurting your feelings. Just took the knife, put it in, and then pulled it out. There's a change of heart somewhere. So you're going to have to figure that out later, Leo. Leos, you are magical. But even though you are magical, Leo, even though you are lucky Leos, the devil will come. Evil is there. Deception is also there. So, Leos, you're going to get everything that you want. You need to side-eye everything that comes to you. You need to find a core set of people that you can honestly trust. Honestly. All right? You need to be like, do you know what I mean? Like, come on, Leo, don't get inside your ego, because evil is existing somewhere in the presentation of you getting everything that you deserve. Stand in our power, but do not be prideful. Thank you, Piper. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, thank you, Black Magic Woman. Thank you so much. Leo, there's some worldly event that's coming through. Oh my God. You're going to be a star, rah-rah. Remember, when I say star, I don't necessarily mean a star. I mean a star in your placement of where you're at. All right? You're going to be the go-to person for all those that have something in the entertainment field. There's definitely going to be some worldly recognition. Be careful that you don't burn the candle at both ends. So you really need people that's going to have your back and support you, Leo. But there is some star quality going on with you, Leo, and only you can provide it, because you are the giver, the emotional stabilizer. You're actually the star that makes other people's stars shine. You're the star that says to other people, be a star like me. Wow. Wow. And so you got to respect, that's why evil and deception's going to come in. When you've got good things and greatness to put out in the world, you know, bad walks in. Liars walk in. You know, look at Job. But you stay strong to this core belief, whether it's your spirituality or whether it's your religion. You stay strong, and this is inside. This is inside of you. All of this is inside of you. You stay strong, and don't be conflicted between who God is and who church is and who religion is, and what metaphysical, spiritual, chakras, rocks, Reiki is. Don't get confused between the two. Blend them together. Blend them. This devil can never win. This liar can never win. But for you to be a star, to pour out your emotions, to get other people to grow and be solid and still emotionally, that's what this blue represents. All right? And this is God, this star. There's a little entity on top of her head. You can't see it in the deck. There's a little entity and stuff, kind of like an alien energy. A little bit like alien stuff. But it's that core belief that no one can take anything from me. They can't take my psychic away from me. They can't take my alien beliefs away from me. That I am what God has created me to be. And I'm sorry if it's not in your likeness. I'm sorry it's not in your human form. This is me, and I am, like God, okay with me. Okay, Leo? Oh, that went forever. Oh, final outcome card. Huh. Spend time in nature listening for guidance from your angels and from your inner voice, because overanalyzing the situation won't provide the answers you're seeking. Consider taking a vacation or a small break to help rejuvenate and become clear on what your next step should be. Meditation can be very helpful. I want to do some guided meditation classes after I do the tarot classes. All right, guys. Woo! That was beautiful. Oh, beautiful. All right, guys. Any comments before I leave? Are Leo's good? Any comments? Leo's. Yes, we need a vacation. Yeah. Yeah, just take a break. Take a break. Even if you only get the weekend, just do nothing on your 2 days off. Beautiful. I'm happy. Thank you, love. You're welcome, honey. Okay, Miss Tasha, meditation sounds great. Yes, thank you, Tracy. You're welcome. After I do the tarot classes, I can't do the tarot classes back to back because that's just silly. So I'm sorry for everyone who didn't get a chance to invest in these tarot classes. But we're going to do meditation classes so that we can learn to zen the heck out of our lives. All right? I love it and we love you. Aww. Call me for your own personal reading. It's psychictracybrown@yahoo.com. If you want to elaborate on the greatness that is about to come, Leo, call. Let's talk. Let's talk about your job. Let's talk about your aspirations. Let's talk about you being an it girl in your industry. All right? Let's do this. Call me for your own personal readings at psychictracybrown@yahoo.com. Bye, Leos.